Hello, everyone. My name is Joni. I am a Christian author, an entrepreneur, and an author coach. Welcome to Love Qualified, a ministry that is dedicated to encouraging others to experience the sovereign love of the one true God who has qualified us to be his beloved ones. This is a monthly reset vlog for the month of May. Well, we're resetting for the month of June, so May is just gone now, and we're in the month of June 2024. And I just thought I'd show you guys some clips of how I'm doing some cleaning around the house. I thought I would incorporate some other household things that I do in my monthly reset vlogs so that they're a little bit different each month. So if you've never watched a monthly reset vlog, you don't know what it is. It's basically where we sit down and reflect on the month that's just gone. The month that's just passed. In this case is May 2024, and we talk about the things that went well, and then we'll use that to make some strategic goals for the next month. So I usually go through work and life goals, I go through health goals, faith and ministry goals, and business goals. So I'm going to be going through all of that. So if you are interested in seeing how I reset for the month of June, then keep watching. Okay, everyone, so now we are finally going to go into our monthly reset. I've got my laptop here, which I'm looking at just so I don't miss out any points. But first of all, I just wanted to say hair update. I've managed to finally get my hair into one of my signature styles. Well, I've got flat twists at the back, and I did like a bantu knot out here. I really love this style. In the last vlog that I did, I went and blow dried my hair and trimmed it for the very first time. If you haven't watched that vlog, and I'll leave it up here in the cards. But yeah, I'm gonna see how doing regular trims in my hair, if that makes it grow longer, because my hair has been stagnant in terms of growth for like a really long time. It looks short, but it's actually about armpit length. Like if I stretch it from the back, it actually comes to like here. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But anyway, let's get into the reset. So we're starting with work and life. In terms of work, I mentioned in the last reset, I think I did, that I was looking to doing my training to start doing like asthma like sessions, like to get involved in looking at long-term conditions at work, and like being involved in the managing of asthma and just being involved with that team. So if you guys don't know, I'm a physician associate. I'm an allied healthcare professional. We work alongside doctors, nurses to diagnose, treat and manage patients. I work in primary care here in London, and I did my asthma training and finally started doing the Thursday admin sessions. It has been a really good like positive impact to my work-life balance, because that means that I do have Thursdays to do something different, like my brain's doing something different. At my previous practice, when I was doing like diabetes reviews and like chronic kidney disease reviews, I still had to call the patients sometimes. Like most days I'll have to speak to the patients, but right now I don't necessarily need to speak to patients, because what I'm doing is all admin, like the admin side of things. So I've been enjoying that, and it also means that I get to finish at 5 o'clock. It's the only day that I actually get to finish at 5 o'clock, so I'm not happy about that. So Thursday afternoons have been working well for me. It has been a struggle in terms of balancing like the reduced break time. So I mentioned in my last monthly reset that they increased my number of patients to 13 per clinic, and then I've shifted my start time from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., which then means that I now have a reduced time between my morning clinic and afternoon clinic, and I've been struggling with that. I did say last reset that I was gonna see how I got on in the month of like May, and I've seen in the month of May that I cannot do it, like it's too stressful. So I've actually asked to go back to my early starts, like my 8 a.m. starts. I know, yes, I lose 1 hour of sleep, but it's gonna make my day much better if I can have a break between my morning and afternoon clinics. I'm not going to be leaving work feeling extremely tired just because I didn't have a break, the whole way through. So I will update you guys in the next reset how the early start times are working again for me. It's been officially over a year since I started the job at this practice. Praise be to God. My appraisal is coming soon. this month in June, so I'm going to update you guys about how my appraisal goes next month. So yeah, I'm grateful to God for that, and I'll update you guys about just how the early starts go again. The other thing in terms of work in life is that I celebrated my birthday in May, and it was a really lovely time. My husband surprised me, took me out to dinner with another couple from church. The wife was also celebrating her birthday, so we share the same birthday. So we went out to dinner and we had lots of fun, just hanging out, and we just chatted and took lots of photos. I'm going to insert the clips here of the food that we had and some of the photos that we took. It was quite nice just to celebrate that. So I'm so grateful for just the gift of life, really, seeing another year. I'm grateful for that. And then I also had, for my birthday, I also had some amazing readers who sent me a video wishing me happy birthday. So these are readers that are actually based in Cameroon, like in my home country, Cameroon. One of them is based in Canada, but they're all like friends and sisters, and they came together and did a video for me to wish me happy birthday, and I actually like was on the verge of tears. I was so happy. It's just so amazing to have people like support you, people like that appreciate you for the work that you do. I'm so grateful. If any of you are watching this video, you know yourselves, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So that's it in terms of work in life. Next thing I'm going to move on to is faith and ministry. So I did one book study session for the Fervent book study in May. I was supposed to do another one, but I think there was a clash with some other life stuff, so I ended up not being able to do it. To be honest, I have been feeling a little discouraged really about continuing with this book study sessions. They started off like great, like I was getting a lot of engagement, people actually joining, people commenting, and the last two ones, I think, I don't know whether it's because of the timing of the lives. Maybe I need to do a poll and ask people like what time they're free. Obviously I know that not everybody lives in the UK, but live in the US. There's different time zones and things like that, so I actually need to ask like what time actually benefits people so that they can like join the discussions, like if people actually find it beneficial. Like I thought it was actually going to be a great thing in terms of like the faith aspect of this channel, and yeah, people were excited at the beginning, so I feel like something needs to shift. I was feeling a bit discouraged because of the last two ones where not a lot of people joined. Like people still joined, but not as many as the first few sessions, and there wasn't a lot of engagement with the video. So I just need to pray about that and hand that over to God and just pray for wisdom and direction to navigate the next through. Like I'm just not going to leave it like that. I need to finish the book. I'm gonna finish it even if like nobody joins. That I'm gonna finish it because I know that it will be out there in the internet and anybody who finds it will find it useful. So I'm gonna finish reading the book, but my next session, if not in June, then it's probably going to be in July. But I hope that we'll finish reading that book this year. Then I was also, as I mentioned in last reset, that I was one of the judges for a writing contest for Christian fiction. So African Christian fiction readers and writers community. I was one of the judges, one of the 3 judges for the second round of the Fresh Voices writing contest, and we're able to read the first 2 chapters of 20 stories. And in the last writing vlog that I did, I mentioned that I was so slow with reading it, but I was actually so proud of myself the fact that I actually like committed to reading it. And the 3 judges were part of a group chat and we had to come up with our top 10 list. It was difficult, and there were actually some stories that made the top 10 list that I didn't think they were supposed to be in the top 10 list. But this just tells you how like art is subjective. Like what I think might be amazing to another person is like they probably wouldn't think that that's amazing, and some of the choices from other people I'm just like, I don't think that's as great as you think it is. But again, art is subjective. But there were some, I think there were about 5 or 6 stories that were on at least one judge's list, so we all could collectively agree that there were a lot of the stories that did stand out. So yeah, they've moved on now to the third round, where they narrowed down to the top 5, and then I think they announced the winners, like the top 3 winners. I think they get cash prizes and stuff. So I think it's quite like a really amazing initiative, that the up and coming readers, people who haven't published, can be exposed to something like that. So if you are an African Christian fiction writer, then do check out the page. It's called African Christian Fiction Readers and Writers Community. I think it's called ACFRW Community on Instagram. If not, I'm going to put the actual name on the screen. And then I also attended the so basically, let me give you guys a background. I was born and raised in Cameroon. It's a country in West Central Africa, just next to Nigeria. And I went to a boarding school there called Seika Baptist College. Seika Baptist College is basically the best girls boarding school in the whole of Cameroon. If you're Cameroonian and you don't think it's true, that you can argue with yourself, because everybody agrees. Basically, Seika Baptist College is the biggest and best boarding girls school in the whole of Cameroon, and I went to that school for 5 years before I moved to the UK. So we have an ex-secretaries association in the UK. There's other associations, around the world, like in Germany, in the US, even in Cameroon. And basically, they formed like a organization here in the UK. They have like yearly conventions where ex-secretariat will meet. They raise money to support each other, but also to support our alma mater, like to support the school back home. And this year, because I had actually friends in my batch that moved to the UK, like in the last year, we were able to organize it, and we like booked a hotel together, and we decided to go to the convention together. So there were a lot of things that we did, from like the Friday nights, lots of food, lots of singing. Like we sing like a cappella. Like if you imagine, like over 300 girls sing a cappella, like different parts, alto, soprano, tenor, bass, like every single thing. Like we sing. If one thing that singers do is that we sing. Oh, sing, oh, sing, chariot, coming for to carry me, oh, sweet there's lots of singing, lots of dancing, exercise. It was like a trade fair. We had like a gala night where we did like a fundraising and gala night, and we invited lots of people. We had lots of guests that came in, people who were also like ex-students from other boarding schools in Cameroon, like from years ago. They're also here in the UK. They also were invited as well. We had this lady who came in and sang. She's a Cameroonian singer. She came in and gave us, like, just serenaded us with her beautiful voice. And she sang some amazing Cameroonian classics, which was so amazing. Like the songs just took me back to my childhood and just like growing up in Cameroon, and all the songs I used to listen to while growing up. And it was just amazing. We raised, I think by the end of that night, we had raised about £15,000 to for the organization, so that we can go and fund the project that we're doing in Cameroon. In the last 2 years, this organization, the XI UK, was able to transform and really like renovate the physics lab in the boarding school in Cameroon, and also the chemistry lab. And so this year they're hoping to renovate the ICT lab, like the computer lab. So I'm so excited about that. I was so happy to be part of the whole thing, and I learned a lot about like fundraising, about like the charity aspect of things, like running an organization and all the different things that you can do. As you guys know, Love Qualified has a non-profit arm. It's called the Love Qualified Foundation. I've mentioned it a lot of times, like if you're watching these monthly resets, and it's going to events like this, especially events like held by Cameroonians, that just helps me to be able to like see how things are done, and just to learn from people who have been doing it a lot. And then talking about the Love Qualified Foundation, I told you guys I started doing the business plan for that, because I'm hoping to launch this foundation in 2026. So I've still got well over 2 years until this is launched, but I basically finished like the problem description and the market analysis for the business plan. So I'm making progress. Like I said, I still a long way to go and still a lot of things that I need to research and do and find out, but I'm making progress, and that's all I wanted to update you guys for in terms of faith and ministry this month. The next thing is health. Now the two things obviously would be my sleep and also like just lifestyle and eating. Like I said, in the month of May, because I had less time between my morning and afternoon clinics, I haven't been walking as much at all. Like my activity levels has plummeted. Like even my Apple Watch told me that I haven't been walking as much. So I'm hoping that in the month of June, when I go up back to my early starts, I will restart my walking again at lunchtime, which will be much better for me. But I have been sleeping better though, because I have that extra hour of sleep and I haven't been feeling too tired in the mornings. But we're gonna have to just find a balance, really. I'll just have to start going to bed early again, but we'll see. God will help me. Now we're going to talk about business achievements in May. I'm so excited to just discuss this with you. The very first thing that I'm so excited to share is that we had our first four-figure month in the author business, like in the business this month. Now, technically our first four-figure month was in April, but that's only because of the like Easter holiday and bank holiday that, or was it bank holiday? Because of the Easter holiday that we had at the end of March, Amazon and Ingram Spark and all those people didn't pay me until early April, which means that a lot of things were like pushed to early April, and so we actually hit four figures for the first time in April. However, I don't know why I don't consider that as a first four-figure month. I feel like this month in April is the proper first four-figure month without whatever that happened with pushing things to the next month. But anyway, I'm so excited. I'm so proud. Like I remember when like way back in 2021 when I published my first book, and I used to tell God, I was like, God, please help me to sell, even if it's just 2 books a month, like 2 books a week. I also asked God, please, just 10 books a month, 2 books a week. I'll be totally satisfied with that. And to just see the growth, where I was 3 years ago and now, or over 2 years ago, and now just looking at how far I've come. Like I remember the first time that in 2022 when I earned over £100 in 1 month, and I was so excited. And then when it was over £200, I was so excited, and 300, 400, 500, 600, and now we're earning like 4 figures, which is just like mind-blowing. And I'm so grateful to God for bringing me this far, for just helping me to be able to build wealth through something like this that I love, like writing stories for him, for his glory. I'm so humbled, and the fact that God has taught me so much about what it actually means to be in business, identifying the problem, serving the problem, identifying the audience, serving the need. And when you serve that need, the reward that you get is the income that you come in. But business is not just about the money, it's about serving God's people and the reward for that. One of the rewards obviously is the satisfaction you get that you're pleasing God, but also the income that you get and just being able to build wealth through that thing that you love. And to be honest, I'm just mind blown. Like God told me last year that 2024 will be the year that he blows my mind. And I can tell you, he has been blowing my mind left, right, and center. I would have never thought in a million years that I would earn 4 figures in a month from something that I consider as a side something. Like, I don't want to say it's a side hustle, but like a business that God has helped me grow from the ground up. Like, I'm so amazed. And I had my 3rd coaching client last month. This is my first regular client. Like, they booked 2 more sessions with me. Again, growth. Like, I had 2 clients before were just like one-offs, but like this client is actually at the very beginning, and they've been booking more sessions. They actually want me to like hold them accountable and to be checking in regularly, which is what I want to be like, to be that, to provide that support for my clients. And it's just been amazing. I finally started drafting the first book in my Love and Other Things series. I actually just finished writing chapter 4 this morning. My next video is going to be a writing vlog probably, so yeah, I'm just going to update you guys about the progress of that. I also finished the developmental edits for The One Who Holds Me. It's currently with my editor. If you guys aren't following the updates, The One Who Holds Me is the 4th novel in my Christian romance series, my first series, and it's coming out on the 24th of September this year. So it's back with my editor. She's doing copy edits at the moment, so I'm hoping that before the end of this month we'll be done with copy edits, and then we can do proofreads as well. I also did The One Who Loves Me's 2-year anniversary book sale. I did a Faithful Reads newsletter promo. I paid for it. It was only about £25, but this book promo was a huge success because we got our money back on like the same day. So, and I brought in a lot of readers into the sales funnel, which is quite good. And then The One Who Loves Me hit 100 book reviews on Amazon UK. I'm so happy. My book baby. I'm so proud of that book. It's actually my favorite of the 4. I know you're not supposed to have a favorite, but I actually love that book so much. I have a personal emotional connection to Raymond and Amara's story. So if you haven't read that book, go and check it out. And then I sold 2 more direct ebook sales on my website. And we've had another sale as well this month so far. I'm really trying to encourage readers to buy ebooks on my website because I'm trying to drive traffic more to my website for more direct sales, sell things like in person, sell things more direct. Like if they can buy from me, I get more of a profit from that. So that's one way in which I'm looking in the future to scale the business in terms of trying to increase the amount of direct sales that I'm getting. But we started from somewhere. We've gotten quite a few direct sales so far, so I'm very happy about that. And we also got 5 more orders on Seller. So I uploaded my books to Seller in April, and also because of the fact that I did the book sale for The One Who Loves Me, I had some more people place orders, and I got my first paycheck from Seller in, I think it was this month. I think it was in May. I was supposed to get it in April, but no, sorry, June. I was supposed to get it in May, but we got it in June. But anyway, I'm grateful to God for that. And then I got 1 direct signed copy book sale from a young girl at church who saw me on TikTok selling, talking about my books. And then she told her mom to come and speak to me, telling me to buy, she wanted to buy a signed copy. She told her mom to buy a signed copy from me. And so she's a teenager, so I thought she was going to relate more to the first book, which is more for like a young adult audience, like a high end of young adult. So yeah, her mom bought the book for me, a signed copy, and she's going to read it, and I hope that it blesses and encourages her. So yeah, I was very happy about that. We surpassed 700 email list subscribers, which is amazing. The goal for this year is 1,000. Hopefully we get there, but even if we don't, I'm so super grateful for all of you guys who are supporting me. Listen, if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, you are missing out, okay? Because those are the only people who know the behind the scenes of everything that's happening in my life. They're the ones who get the inside scoop. They're the first to know about cover reveal, publication, all the inside news, the stuff that I don't post on social media. So if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, the link is down below, and you get a free short story that you can read and enjoy as well when you do subscribe. And the last thing I want to say is that I changed the way that I keep records for the business when it comes to like the sales and income report. Before, I used to have the spreadsheet like on Google Sheets where I would put like every single sale from every single print on demand platform for every single book, and I could tell you like how many books I've sold since 2021, and the spreadsheet is really long now, but I felt like that was overwhelming me a lot. And to be honest, it got to a point where the records weren't accurate because Ingram Spark, the way they report, they do their payment report is very confusing, and as well like page reads as well from like Amazon or from other platforms like BAM Books And like even drafts digital, sometimes like I just don't know. I'm just guessing by dividing things and finding the mean average to know exactly how much we're getting from each platform. So at the moment, I'm not documenting as rigorously like that anymore. But what I'm doing, I'm still keeping tabs, like you have to document in business. But what I'm doing is that in my business plan that I have on Notion, I just have a general sales report now. Every month, I have all the print on demand platforms, and I write, okay, how many books did we sell from Amazon? How many books did we sell from Draft Digital? How many books did we sell from Ingram Spark? So just taking the totals now rather than breaking it down book by book, because I know that my 6th book is coming out this year, at the end of this year, by God's grace. As the number of books increase, it's going to get more and more difficult, to keep tabs on every single book. So I ain't all about that life. Okay, so we're going to make things more easier for ourselves. That's one thing I did. And the last thing I just wanted to talk about in terms of business is that God has just been teaching me to learn how to appreciate the journey. Like I've learned a lot this year about just trusting God along the way. Like I said, God has been giving me revelations about ways to just ideas and ways to like scale the business, and he has just been helping me really to grow this from a passive income aspect of things. Like today's the 8th of June. I have not really posted, apart from posting about the sale for the one who sees me, the 1-year anniversary. I haven't really posted very much on social media in terms of marketing, but like we've been selling books. It's been coming really like on a passive income side of things. I haven't really been doing much, and to just see that God is really just blessing this, I'm just so humbled and I'm just so grateful. And like I was telling you guys before, I remember how things were at the beginning, how hard it was to keep going. And I just want to use this to encourage other Christian entrepreneurs out there, and even Christian authors specifically, because it's a long haul. Like my first year of business, I made a loss. Like it took me 2 years to turn the profit on my business, and the fact that I am getting profits now, it wasn't always like this, like hitting 4 figures a month, getting this, getting that. Like it wasn't always like that, and God has just been teaching me so much about learning to appreciate the journey, trusting him along the journey. Like I said, one thing God has taught me this year is that running a business is just not a means to an end. It's about the journey that you take with God every step of the way, how you trust him, how he brings you through every single hurdle, every single challenge, and how you enjoy the rewards with him. That's what I'm learning, because I started at the beginning of 2024. I was discouraged. Like I was absolutely discouraged. But right now I can really see, like in retrospect, how God's hand was just like guiding me through everything, and I'm so grateful. So I hope that by me sharing my journey here on YouTube or here online, that I could encourage you to, Christian author or Christian entrepreneur, to trust God along the journey and to just hold him, to know that this entrepreneurship journey is a journey of trusting in the living God, in the sovereign God, who is your CEO. Okay, and he knows best. He knows the end from the beginning, and he's willing to just guide you through it, and he will blow your mind. He will definitely blow your mind. I can assure you of that. So I'm so grateful to God for that. And then very quickly, our business goals for June is just to finish the copy edits with my editor for the one who holds me, like I said before. But then I have here that I wanted to do the one who sees me 1-year anniversary paperback giveaway and ebook sale, but that has already been done, so we can take that off the list. And then I also want to finish the front and back matter for the one who holds me. I've already started writing the acknowledgements. I need to write the author's note as well, and I need to look at like the glossary and like the name pronunciation guide and different things like that I can put in the front matter and back matter. And I'm so excited because next month for my newsletters I will be sharing the first chapter. So if you're not following me on social media, go and follow me on my social media platforms. I'll be sharing the first chapter, and then in August we'll be sharing the cover reveal for the one who holds me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys found this useful and helpful. Let me know what your goals for June are. Let me know how May went for you. And yeah, remember that the sovereign love of God has qualified you to be his beloved one. Take care and God bless you. Mwah. Bye.